comedian. Right now I'm a sit-down comedian. But, imagine most of my future will probably be me asking people, what kind of cheese they want, and if they want it toasted. So, I'll probably my future job. I'm just kidding. I worked at Subway for 3 years. But, yeah, it went well. I'm from South Mississippi, which a lot of my comedians like to remind me of, like calling me Mississippi. And I'm like, I have a name. It's Davis. I think Seth said it earlier, even though he forgot. But whatever. We went to church a lot, and I had this blind, great grandmother, and we had to help in church. And all the younger ladies always tried to help her in. By younger ladies, I mean the 80 to 90-year-old women who try to help my great-grandma in. And I'd be like, I don't need to come to church, Dad. She didn't even know I'm there. Just why don't you help her in? She'll think it's me. And then eventually she'd be like, what big hands you have, grandson. Turns out it wasn't me. Guess you're right. It wasn't. But yeah. A lot of my friends, they're not friends, but just people I meet. Like I met this cool guy today, and he's in the crowd right now. I won't point him out because I'm not gonna have you guys stare at him. But people say like, "Are you funny? Are you funny?" No, my friends just sign me up as a joke and go, "Dude, this will be fucking hilarious." Have him go on stage. Yeah, it was funny. It was not. It's kind of how my comedy started. And now I'm a comedian. So I guess it all worked out. But, yeah, it's great. Have you guys, here's a question I have. Has anyone ever seen the movie Gremlins? Yes? Everybody love the movie? Such a fantastic movie. My favorite Christmas movie, actually. I love the end of the first movie. I've never even seen the second one. I don't want to be a spoiler, but spoiler alert. The first movie ends really well. The Chinese guy is like, he won't say a thing to you. And I'm like, okay. And he comes up and he's like, bye, baby. And you're like, oh, he was happy for him. That's nice. And if you've seen the second movie, you realize, well, there's not a third. This guy's like covered in lipstick and shit. And they go, hey man, we're not gonna be able to get you out of the building till like tomorrow. And he's like, yeah, it's okay. And there's this like female gremlin in a wedding dress walking up going, and as he's covered in lipstick and shit, he looks at her and just goes, yeah, I could fuck this little monster. And that's the end of the movie. I was like, what happened? How did we go from Bye Billy to like gremlins fucking? I just thought it was wrong. But since we're all making high school jokes tonight, I figure I'll throw my hat in the ring. Ow, that was my twisted ankle. Well, in football, I played football in high school. Hard to believe, because look at me. I mean, I'd probably break in two. But I thought I did good. It's like one time I caught the ball, and then I woke up in the emergency room, and I was like, did I make the touchdown? And they're like, no, you didn't. And I was like, is this Joe? Because Joe was our quarterback. He's like, no, this is the doctor in the emergency room. And they go, right. Thanks, man. It's like, appreciate that. And he was like, okay, well, you have a concussion. And I was like, I don't remember having a concussion. That's kind of the point, having a concussion. So, yeah, you have a concussion. Okay, thank you. But yeah. So the other day, I got caught by somebody coming up to me, and you guys ever have a couple come up to you and they're like, we find you very attractive. We would love